Hello, my name is Josh Curley. I'm a first-year Mohawk student for television, communication, broadcasting, and
I'm Brandy Strangway. I'm with the marketing department, and I'm one of the people that's part of the Wayfinding project here at Mohawk College.
cool. So my first question is, what is wayfinding?
Wayfinding is a system of signage that we're using to be able to help people get around the school. It includes identification, information signage, and it can be plotted anywhere from the interior part, so starting at the doors, all the way to the center of the actual school.
Okay, so another question to build on that is, give me a second. I'm sorry. Um, when was this concept introduced?
The original concept of wayfinding is it's a study of the graphical systems of signage, and that started as far back as like 1960s with architecture. As times developed into the 80s, it sort of became more of a design element where people actually started incorporating the look of their signs. So it wasn't just about universal signs; it was more about the flash and how you kind of express yourself through the signage, allowing people to also identify with your product. So for our actual plan, I think it started probably over a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, with the student services and the business development groups here at the school. And collaboration, they formed a team, there's 12 of us it's comprised of, and everyone brings something to the table in terms of information. And with that, we hired a designer and designer KDA and our installer WSI signs, and they've been working collaboratively to be able to put everything in.
Okay, cool. So you say this goes all the way back to like way far back. So
Yeah.
and now we're in the digital age. So how does it work with this digital age?
Well, the cool thing about it is we haven't seen that yet, and I can't really speak to it until it actually starts coming forward. But components of digital wayfinding are being looked into for different areas of the school. And you're right, it'll take the signage from just being means of things being set in places to possibly apps, possibly computer systems, possibly digital touch points within the school, which would be kind of neat.
So how will this change Mohawk?
I think, well, first, honestly, it'll help more or less with the everyday. So every way from visitors to new students to existing students to be able to find the services that are here. The signage that was here prior, it was over the years with a lot of different buildings and new buildings coming aboard. The signage wasn't so consistent, so the messages weren't so consistent. So it was a challenge to try to find your way around. So we've devised sort of a system that allows people to identify an area within the school and then sub-areas within the school and be able to find all the services here.
So new students will have a complaint when they show up late for class on the first day now.
There should be no complaints.
Okay, that's good. Good thing I came here before that became a thing now. So not just for Mohawk, but what does this do overall for other organizations like hospitals, other schools, stuff like that?
Well, Wayfinding generally is part of it's a new building. Just like our neighbors across the street, it's part of their actual building, and they put it together to be able to identify with their actual clients, what they need to get around, and how the services work within their areas. So for them, I think everyone kind of uses it. For us, it's more of a newer or cleaner concept that we haven't been used to. So I think it means more to us than probably anyone else. But what we're hoping to work on too is external wayfinding, and that'll allow us to be more involved in actually being located here in the city.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
And hopefully you guys learned something new. Okay, thank you.
Josh.